Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, I hope that all of you are fine, feeling well, and I hope that you people are studying at home and giving a proper time to your studies. Let me open the Google Classroom over here so that we can see that where we were actually last time, because I am updating the Google Classroom by mentioning all the topics that we are covering on day-to-day basis. You know that practically I am explaining you all these contents which are there in the syllabus of the practical in particular. So I hope that you people are revising all these things. I hope you are giving some time to this activity of practical work. Microsoft Excel we had accomplished yesterday, and let me open the book over here. The contents which are given in the book, all those contents I have completed, but some other things are also there that I would like to cover today in Microsoft Excel. So if we see over here, the things which are given over here, particularly regarding different operations, just like we have mentioned over here that what is meant by the design of a ribbon, what is basically flow format of the charts, how we can format data validation, data filtration, protection of these sheets and unlocking, conditional formatting. All these things I have explained you in your yesterday's class. Okay, I have explained you all these things in the last class, that is on yesterday. So what we have to do, we have to open Microsoft Excel and we have to explore some more options that will be very useful in our practicals. Okay, so just like this was the file that we were working on last time. Let me open this file in your class in chapter number 3. Okay, mark sheet. This was the file that on which we were working last time. Okay, I had explained you the formatting, conditional formatting as well. Okay, all these points which are there, we have accomplished all these things. Okay, now what we have to do, I am going to explain you some more things. I would like to open over here the SLOs of the practicals as well. You know, up to this point in Microsoft Excel, I have covered all these things which are given over here. Microsoft Excel is completed on page number 111. Okay, so we have covered all these things and the conditional formatting is also covered over here. And I am going to explain you some more options. And let me open over here the SLOs which are given for the sake of practicals. Because in practical work, we have to accomplish this list of tasks. You can see that we have gone through working with functions, working with formulas, creating charts, manipulating and formatting data, sorting data, and okay, sorting data and conditional formatting. All these things we have done, cell addressing, relative cell address. But some things are there, you will find out that these are similar to Microsoft Word. Can you see this? What are the different options? You will tell me which are same like Microsoft Word. So what are the things which are similar in nature? Format toolbar, cut, copy, paste. If you remember, you'll be able to know that these are very much similar to all these options that we have studied in Microsoft Word. So I'm not going to recall all these things. See, please, over here. These all options I'm not going to recall because you know very well that how these options are going to work. bold, italic, underline, left align, right align. Okay, all these things are there. We had made our sheet yesterday protected. If you see over there, we had done this thing. So we can unprotect the sheet so that it should work. Now it has been unprotected. So all these options given on home menu. Alignment group is there, font group is there, number group is there, conditional formatting, all these things are there. I have explained you the conditional formatting as well. Now, if you select the names, let me remove this filter. Let me take all these students over here. Now see, okay, I have removed the filter over here by this option. Now see, this is the data given over here. What we need to understand over here, basically, these alignment tabs are there to make alignment, whether you want to make it left side or center, or you want to put the data on the right side. So you will be able to see that you can make this alignment inside the cell. So this is possible for you to make this alignment. So all these options are the same options that as we have already seen in the Microsoft Word. Now, one more option is there, that is sorting. How to apply sorting? For example, I select this data. This is the data. Complete data I have selected. I want to apply sorting on name. I want that the names which are starting from A, then B, then C. So I need to arrange the names in ascending order. What I will do, I will go to sort. Over here, you will see that sort ascending or sort descending options are given. A to Z. When you will click A to Z, you will see that Ahmad is coming in the beginning, then Ali, then Aisha, then Fatma, then Salman, and then so on. All these students are there. If I select this text, okay, and I go to this option of sorting, I say Z to A. So you'll be able to know that the reverse order arrangement has been done, which is basically the descending order. So this is how you can apply ascending or descending order. Okay, over here. So similarly, find and replace option is there. We had discussed about find and replace in Microsoft Word. If some word is there that you need to find and you want to replace. For example, if there is written maths, okay, M-A-T-H-S, M-A-T-H-S. I want that find maths and replace it by the full spelling mathematics. What will happen if I'll click on replace all? So all will be replaced. Okay, so there is only one replacement which is done. You can see over here. Now mathematics is there with the full spelling. Okay, so in the same manner, the find and replace is working over here. No issue with it. Now, come to the next menu. I think home is covered. I don't think so. There is anything which is not done. Delete cell, we can do these things. We have seen all these things. Now come to this option. Let's suppose these are the values. If I'm calculating the percentage over here, take example of percentage. How do we calculate percentage? These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 subjects. So what I'm going to do, I will say equal to, this is the total obtained divided by 500 multiplied by 100. Now you will see this is the percentage that I have calculated. These are the percentages. Let's suppose on this data, I want to apply this percentage. So this percentage you can write over here, or you can press Control 1. You will see that this is the dialog box. What kind of what kind of format you want to put over here. Okay, let's suppose I say that no, I need the number, I need the number. How many decimal places? I say up to 2 decimal place I need the number. So now it will show me the value up to 2 decimal place. You can see over here. If I select this text and I go to this option, as I have shown you, this one, this is the option in the number group. So I can make it up to 3 decimal places. Okay, or I can change its format into percentage format as well. Okay, in the percentage format I can make it into number format. 3 decimal places, if you want, you can make it in 3 decimal places. So basically this is how we can manage the format of the given text in different types of numberings, whether these are normal numbers, general numbers, normal decimal numbers. If it is some kind of date, we can convert the format of the date as well. For example, insert, we go to insert and we say that insert date. You know that we have the option to insert the date in our document. Okay, let's suppose I am typing over here. Today it is 15th September 21. This is one format. If I select this and I go to this numbering option, I say that this is date, and I go to this date option and I say that I want to change it in this format where day will be written, month will be written with full spelling, and then date and the year with 4 digits. So it is going to convert it in this way. Wednesday, September 15, 2021. Students, up to here, if you have got any question, please ask me. Students, if you have got any question, please ask me. This point is clear. What is basically
Yes, sir.
this option? What is basically this option that I have explained you? This option, that if you have got the date in your document and you go to this option, you want to change the format. We've got different formats available over here. You can choose any one of them according to your requirement. Let's suppose you want to print the time as well in this format, so you'll take this option. It is going to show you, okay, the time as well. Okay, anyway, we can change the time. Anyway, this point is clear. I think there isn't any confusion about it. Now come to the insert menu. Insert menu I want to explain over here. I had explained you some things in Microsoft Word already. Insert picture, insert online picture, insert shapes. These are the different shapes. Same are there. Insert, smart art, flow charts, nitrogen cycle, water cycle, such kind of, charts if you need to insert. Organizational structures. Okay. Different types of flow charts are there that you can design. Hierarchical structures, relationships, matrices, pyramids. You want to insert data in some kind of text, in some kind of design with the text. So you can take this example. But I have explained you all these points in Microsoft Word. So these all are covered. Now come toward the graphs and charts. Last time we had seen that this is already covered in the book. If you want to draw the graph, let's suppose that I want to draw the graphs of the students, for the students, for their names and for their total marks. Take the example of total marks. These are the total marks. So I can go to recommended charts. I can select any of the option. Let's suppose this one. So you can see over there, the students' names are there and their bars are showing their marks, how many marks they have got as total. We can edit this chart. We have seen this thing as well. We have already gone through, okay? So there isn't any particular thing, but some other charts are there which are not mentioned in your book. We can draw the charts just like we can make line chart as well, okay, in such a way which is going to show us that what is basically the progress of different students. See, this is the line chart that we have got. Over here we can see that Aisha, Shehzad, Samia, Samir, they are with the same kind of marks, but over here Ali is having very less percentage, less marks. At the same time, you'll see that Amal has better. The best one over here is having by Aisha. You can see over here that the line chart is describing you the position, the overall position of the students, that what is their status. Similarly, if you'll go to see the pie chart, you'll be able to know that the pie chart is can also be developed, and pie chart is also showing you the progress. You can see over here. There are different colors of designs, are available. Even you can write the names inside, where you'll be able to have a better picture that what is this name of the student and how many marks he has got. Some pictures are displaying the percentage even with them. So Ali has got 3%, overall, if you are making overall ratio. So in that particular situations, in particular situations, we develop, pie chart. So select this text and this total, and I go to insert. So there are different 2D charts are also available, pivot charts are also available, line charts, column charts. These all are the example, and some are quite near to each other. Insert equation, insert symbols. I had explained you, I had given complete one lesson to insert equation and symbols. Then we have got insert header and footer. In this page, if you want to insert some header, okay, for example, I say that 9A reports, yeah, marks. Let's suppose this would be the header which will be coming on each page when you are going to have print for it. You'll be able to see that this will be coming on each page. Okay, student. But the printing mechanism we can manage in a better way. Just like if I go to file and I say print. Okay. So over here we can manage it quite efficient manner. Okay, see over there. I will explain you the print option as well, what we have covered over here in today's lesson. Let me reuse one post over here. It is 15th of September. And what we have covered over here, let me mention over there. On the home menu, we have discussed about the number group. Number group. Change format. Then we have got insert menu. In the insert menu, we have seen different types of groups, charts group. We have covered the charts group as well. Okay. If you see over here, hyperlink, I have already explained you in Microsoft, it is going to work in the same manner, in the same manner. Means whatever the file, if you are connecting in the same file or you are connecting in some different file, so it is going to work in the same manner. Then if you come towards what we have covered over here, header and footer, how to give header and footer in Microsoft Excel. Okay, this point is also covered. And now page orientation. You know that these all options are similar to Microsoft Word, same as it is we have discussed in detail. If you want to have max of the page, you will take narrow margins, otherwise normal margins. You can change the margins at your own will. You can change the size of the page. You can change the orientation of the page. You want to place the page landscape. So when you will place it landscape, go to print and see that the page is now landscape. You can see over here. If you will take it as portrait, so you will be able to see that it is showing you in portrait design. But normally it depends on the type of the data. that what kind of data it is, whether it is landscape or portrait. So we have to do it accordingly. Students, if you got any question up to here, please ask me. If you have question, please ask me, or if you don't have the question, then please give me the thumbs up sign from there so that I can understand that these all things are clear.
Clear, sir.
What about the rest? Why they are not giving me the feedback? What about the rest of the students? Why they are not giving the feedback? Yes, students. Okay, okay, thank you. Come to the next point. If we go for printing, file print, you will see that it is going to show you that how it will look like after printing. Okay. So if you want to, let's suppose if you want to make it fit on the page, if you want to increase the size, what you are going to do? Click anywhere in the document, press Ctrl A. File is selected. If you want to change the height of the cells, bring your mouse cursor on the 2 and 3 or 3 and 4 over here on the line. Increase the width. All cells, you can see over there, all rows which are given over here are getting increased in the height, with the same ratio. You don't need to increase the height of the row one by one. You will click anywhere in the file, you will press Ctrl A, and then you can change. Now you can see that if you go to the print, you will see that it has been increased over here. Okay, if you want to increase the width, you can do it accordingly. All the cells are in the same size, and when I am increasing by pressing Ctrl A, when I'm increasing the width of the cells, now you can see over there by going to print menu that it is showing me that it has been increased. But now it is going on page number 2. You can see over here. The rest of the table is going on page number 2. How we can adjust this thing? This thing is very important. If you will go to view and click over there on page break, it will show you that area which is there having the text only. The rest of the area will be shown in gray color. See students, this thing is very important whenever we are printing document in MS Excel, and most of the people, even who are very much familiar with the computers, they are not able to send a proper print from the Microsoft Excel. So this thing is very important for you to learn being student of computer science. Now see how many pages are there on this file. Page 1 is there and page 2 is there. It is showing me that this area, can you see this blue line, blue dotted line? This is a blue dotted line. This blue dotted line is showing me that up to here it is page 1 and afterward this is page 2. Means the rest of the text will come on page 2. So what can I do? I can just pick this blue dotted line and I can bring it over here. And I'm saying that no, I want this on the same page. Now you can see that all the text is there on the page 1 that I want to print. Okay. Now when I will go to file and print, now you can see that it is showing me that the text that I have taken is basically over there on one page. See over there, how many pages it is showing me? It is showing me page 1 of 1. It means there is only one page. And I am on page number 1. There is only one page. There were 2 pages, but I extended the page 1 up to page 2 by picking the dotted line that is in the blue color when I clicked on the page break to show me that where the page is going to be broken. Now I have extended that thing over here. Now it is going to print on one page. Students, this point is clear. Similarly, if you go to now, if I will give the print, now this print will come in this way. Now see, this portion is not connected with the heading, so you can select it. You can go to home and merge and center. So you will merge and center. So now you can see that report card is mentioned over here. This portion is not attached with this, so you can select it and you can apply all borders to it so that the borders should be visible. Now you can see that the borders are visible. You will go to print and you will see that you will notice that this has been applied and now it is being visible to you in the preview of the page. Students, up to here, if you have got any question. Have you got any question? Nothing is there to ask? Okay, now see. If I go to print, in the print menu, if we have got multiple pages, we will mention, let's suppose in my document, there are 100 pages and I want to print from page number 1 to 5. So I will mention over here that I need to print from page number 1 to page number 5. If there are 100 pages, I will want to print from page number 51 to 55. So I will mention and those pages will be printed only. Okay. I will have to select my printer just like right now. This printer is attached with my computer. So it is written over here that this is ready. If I click on print button, file will be printed. But right now I'm not printing, but I'm just telling you that that printer should be attached with your computer. If you want to convert this file into PDF format, what you will do? You will go to file and print. Then over there in print, we have got this option Adobe PDF. So we can take this example as well, and when we click OK, it is going to give us one file, using Adobe, and you will see that it is going to create the PDF file for this complete textual data, whatever we have created. It will be converted, you can see over here, it is asking me, where do you want to save? I say that I want to save it in my E drive in PSS in grade 9 in chapter number in practical workbook. Mark sheet. Now this is, what is the format? Format is PDF over here. Format is PDF. When I'll click on it, you will see that PDF editor will be opened and it will be showing me that this file has been converted. Okay, right now it is not opened, but if I will go to that location where I have saved, now it is open. Can you see this? Where it is opened? It is opened in the PDF. You can note it down that this file is now converted to PDF. What is written over here? Marksheet.pdf. If I close it, close all tabs, and I go there on that location where I have created C. This file is created over here. I have converted my Excel file into a PDF file after doing all the calculations, after doing all the things. So what do we do? Just like we do with your results, that we create the results in Microsoft Excel, and then we become able to create a mark sheet which is converted to PDF format. So this is how we are going to do this job. Students, all these points are clear. Let me mention over here what we have covered. I have explained you how to print an Excel file with different options. Number one, how to convert an Excel file in PDF. These are the major things that we have to see, in journal life, in daily life. These things are not directly mentioned in the syllabus, but we must know, being students of computer science. Okay, students, this thing is clear. So home menu and insert menu both are explained to you. Similarly, in the page layout, same things are there: color, fonts, effects. These we have discussed in Microsoft Word. Margins, orientation, size, print area, all these we have discussed in Microsoft Word. Formulas and functions. This is basically the particular topic of Microsoft Excel which is not available in Microsoft Word. No option is there from this ribbon menu which is available in Microsoft Word, because this is particularly relevant to evaluation, mathematical calculations, mathematical evaluations. We can go to these functions, the functions just like we had discussed about sum, average, count, max, minimum, and other functions are also there, business functions, mathematical functions, finance function, date and time functions, database functions, logical operations are there that we can apply, engineering functions, statistical functions. But all are not there in our syllabus. Whatever are there in our syllabus, that we are going to cover. Okay, so this menu is very important menu that we are going to start inshallah in the next class. But over here, sorting we have done today. Okay, let me see that I have mentioned about it. Sorting data. On the basis of any of the column, we can do this job. On the basis of any of the column, we can sort the data. I have explained you this thing over here. Just like if I say that whose total are there, if I select this, I want to do the sorting on the basis of total. So I will go to insert menu, the home menu. I will go to sort. Sort what? Custom sort. On which you want to apply the sorting. I want to apply the sorting on column J. So this is basically my percentage. Okay, on percentage, on the behalf of the percentage. On the behalf of the value, smallest to lowest. No, I say largest to smallest. Now see, what is written right now over there? 72 is at the top, 70 is at the bottom, 16 is in between, 87 is also there. When I will sort it in this way using the custom sort option, you will see that 87 is at the top. Aisha is coming at the top. 16, Ali is coming at the bottom. 87, then 79, then 76, then 72, 72, 70, 70, and so on. If you will make the change, so the things will be done accordingly, will be changed accordingly. Students, this point is clear? This point is clear? How to apply the custom sort on the given data? These all points are clear. Sorting, we have done, ascending and desorting order. Okay, and we have also done the custom sort on any column. These are the things that we have done. I hope all these students have got the Microsoft Office installed with their computers. And I hope that you people are doing practice for all these contents, whatever we are studying over here. Okay. If you've got any question, please ask me, students. Thank you so much. We will see the next menu, which is basically the layout menu, inshallah, in the next class. Yes, you want to ask something? Saad Abid, you have to ask something. Please unmute yourself.
Sir, Sunday को school open होंगे?
Okay, just a minute. Let me see this thing. Okay, students, thank you so much, all of you. Any question relevant to the topic, you can ask me right now.